So this is a exercise that I created. It's called Vocational Creativity. It's in the Degree Free Way, how to help your 16 to 20-year-old build the life they want. You don't have to buy the book to do it. You can if you want to, degreefree.co/book. But you can just sit down with a piece of paper and with your son, Crystal, think about all of the computer tech jobs that he can name. And if he can't name any of them, or if he doesn't know where to start, you can start with a product or service. And then what are the jobs that make that product or service possible? For a computer tech thing, let's talk about hardware for a second. Something that you can do that's really easy, or really simple rather, is the Wi-Fi router. So what are the jobs that are necessary to make that thing come to life? And you just go through, okay, well, there's the purchaser for the CAD software to make this thing. There's the manufacturers and the people on the line that are in the manufacturing plant actually making these things.
Prototype fabricators, CNC machinists, CNC programmers, and there's supply chain and logistics. And then there's the fiber optic installation folks too at the cable companies.
Exactly. It is endless. You'll end up finding a bunch of the same types of jobs. It will go on and on and on and on.
It's a muscle though to stretch, especially when they're so young, because if you can teach your kids this at this age, they will always be able to find work that fit their needs. Imagine your child never feeling like they're trapped in their job. If you teach them how to think about work like this, they will never feel that feeling. They will always go, oh, well, let me just think about the factors I need. I'm going to rearrange them in order of priority to me. And then I'm going to go think about jobs I could get. And then when they get more experience and they have more skills, now they can rearrange their skills too and just say, oh, what am I missing? And then they can add one skill and then they go and then they're off. It can change their entire life when they master this concept.
That is an exercise. Vocational creativity definitely suggests it. But to get on with more vocational creativity of different hardware things, there's simple things like computer repair technicians. That is definitely a job and might not be exactly what he's looking for, but it could also be a stepping stone to just getting his feet wet within the tech industry. And I know personally, he actually came on the podcast, Gene Torres, that didn't listen to his episode. If you're thinking about sales engineers, want to hear his journey of how he went from a computer repair technician to a sales engineer today, you can listen to his episode. I'd link to it at degreefree.co/podcast. Those are a good stepping stone as well. Now, looking at software focused careers, there's obviously software developers.
And there's so many flavors of software developers. It's crazy. Every time I think we know all of them, then somebody says, oh, I'm a such and such dev. And I'm like, what is that?
Yeah. And so it's too much to get into this podcast, but basically there's front end devs, there's back end devs, and then there are a bunch of different programming languages that he could learn if he wanted to go the software developer route. So obviously there's the software developer route, and then there's depends on what type of software he wants to build. Does he want to build a consumer facing software, something where you or I would use like a fitness app? Is he trying to do something like that? Or does he want to build databases, or is he
cloud engineering?
Exactly. Is he trying to build something that other software is built on top of? What does he want to be in AI? And does he want to be in front facing AI, consumer facing AI, or business facing AI?
Exhausting
and endless, but let's just leave it there that software developer is definitely a job, and it's definitely a role, and especially it's a role that's degree free. All of these roles are degree free.
How do we know all tech roles are degree free? Because the people who build these companies are degree free themselves. For those of you going, oh, that can't be, there's no way that's true. The easiest gauge for this is to just look at who built the company. Sam Altman, OpenAI, Mark Zuckerberg, Meta, all of the people at the top of the technological advancements in our society, the things that we use and touch every single day, almost all of them are degree free. And so you can just look at that and see who's building and then take heart and say, oh, wait, you can learn these things. And they did not buy college degrees to learn them or to build anything. And so your kids don't have to ask permission either.
But not only that, you can just use the legal requirement breakdown in the degree free way that just says, is there a legal requirement for a degree? No. But even simpler than that, you can go to the legal requirement breakdown, and if you don't be like, well, those people aren't my son. Those people aren't me, which is exactly what I would say. And I'd be like, I'm not that person, so that doesn't pertain to me. I need a degree because everybody else needs a degree. Okay. Sure. But then you can just go to the legal requirement breakdown here in the degree free way. It's just 2 questions. Does this job legally require a license? Yes or no? No, it doesn't. Okay. Nothing in software legally requires a license unless you're doing like government contract work.
Really what they're looking for is like specific licensures, like CISSP or whatever.
That's what I'm saying.